Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to develop a simple SDI application. Like simple SDI means simple document interface application. Using an example like name and address. Okay. What the application will do is it will prompt you for to enter a name and address. It will be saved to a file, and from the file you will be able to load it and display it again for a later purpose. Okay, so this will demonstrate how to develop a simple name and a simple SDI application along with saving operation and loading operation as well. So select the MFC application, click on the next, then let me put it like name and address. Name and address, then you create, then in the multiple documents you put single document. So you need to enable the document view architecture support, which I will explain it later. What do you mean by document view? Then project style, Visual Studio standard, MFC standard. So what we will do is we will select the MFC standard. Okay. Then native default, there are a lot of themes are there. So what we will do is we will put the native default, Windows native default. So then you can have a file extension for saving the file, where you can have file extension like name address NAX. Okay, so that's what we will put, just the address extension, file name extension. Then next, put everything as default as it is. So it will generate all these classes like app, mainframe, view and document. Okay, so all these classes will be automatically generated for you. This is normal, this is the normal case for a single document interface application. So let's finish, click on the finish button. So all these generated classes along with their header and CPP file will be generated, and these are actually derived from standard MFC C++ class libraries. For example, application class, as you already know, it is actually derived from CWinamp. So there will be a document class, there will be a frame which actually holds all the window related things, like which will be derived from C frame with. Okay, so there will be another class called C, which will be derived from C document, which will load and save all the datas in your applications to and from the file. There will be there will be a class derived from C view, which will render all your data into the screen. Okay, so these are the classes which is already generated, and you can see the corresponding skeleton CPP file as well, along with some of the code which is needed to launch a basic working application. So let's run the application, see how it goes. So you can see it from the output window. Okay, so this is how a default SDI application will look like. There will be an about box. There will be a default, some of the default menus like toolbar. So if you click it, it will automatically get enabled or disabled. You can have a status bar where you can see things like this. Okay, so there is an edit box, undo, cut, copy and paste. This is actually basically used for the clipboard operation. For our purpose, we may not be using this thing, so what we will do is we will delete this thing. Okay, so and we will be creating a new menu here called setup after view to enter the name and address and save it to the file. Okay, so what we will do is we will edit the resource file of this application. So for that thing, we just go to menu, double click on this. Then what we will do is we will first delete this thing. For example, if from the edit section you can see this delete, or just press the delete key. Okay, so that will do the job for you. Then just click the delete key, so that will be done. Then you might be having a setup. Okay, setup menu. So what we will do is we will put the setup here. Then you need to have the setup menu between view and help menu. So what we need to do is just click here and then drag here. Okay, drag between view and help. Okay, Okay, so that will be insider between the view and help. So there what we will do is we need to have another submenu called what is that, name and address. Okay, so it will display a dialog with this. So let's see how this looks like now. So setup, it will be disabled, name and address. Okay, so what we will do is we will also have a toolbar button here for this name and address menu. Okay, so what we will do is we will first map it to an event handler in the view. Okay, so view actually you can map it either the frame range, or we can map it into the view, or wherever you want, so that you will be able to launch the dialog box. For my convenience, or for my purpose, I will be mapping it to the view command, and you can have the command button there. We will be able to map it like this. Okay, so what are sorry, it's not for about, it's actually, sorry, it's not for about, it's actually for the name and address. Sorry. Okay, add event handler, view. Okay, so what I will do is I accidentally created this about. So what I need to do is I need to delete these things. For that thing, what I need to do is this actually created in view. So there are so many entries actually created here. So one is this AFX message about. So what I will do is I will delete it here. So and then again come to the view. There it is actually mapped. So where is it actually is mapped? This is mapped here. So I will delete it from here as well. Then you can delete the method here. Okay, so these are the things when we actually mapped it, or when if you accidentally mapped it to some other classes, these are the places where it needs to be deleted, so that everything will be okay. So what I will do is when I click name and address example, it should display a message box first. Okay, for that thing, message box. Okay, so name and address. Okay, so let's see. So I will press Ctrl F5. It will compile and it will display. Okay, so it is coming like this. Okay, so what we will do is we will design a simple toolbar as well. Okay, so that you will. So here is what the toolbar is all about. So if you seeing that there are a lot of unwanted toolbars, or if you want to enlarge the toolbar as well, so you can drag like this and you can expand like this. So the toolbar will automatically get enlarged. Then if you don't want some of the toolbars, what we need to do is press here, then drag like this. Okay, so it will automatically go. Okay, drag like this. Then I want to design a toolbar for this. So what I will create a simple toolbar for this thing, for just an ellipse, maybe some color, just to demonstrate how fill tool. Then where is the okay, so then how we will be able to map it? So for this thing, so I need to place it before the about box. So what I will do, I will drag it like this and I will place it like this. Okay, so then I need to map. This is not mapped to any of the command IDs. So what I need to do is I need to get the command ID like this. I need to get it from properties. There you can see this command ID like this. Then what I need to do is then come here, then I can put the command ID like this. Okay, so this will automatically get mapped. Okay, so let's try to run it. Ctrl F5. So it's also came a name and address. When you click it, it's actually coming. Name and address is also coming. So if you want to have a separator here, so between this thing, what we need to do is just move it a little bit apart, so you will be able to see a separator here now. Okay, let me show you. Okay, like so it will look like this now. So I just want to have a separator here as well. So what I will do is I will drag it here as well. So it will again create a separator here. So let Control F5. So it will again create a separator here. Now what I will do is I will create a dialog. Okay, I will add a dialog to this application. For that thing, what I need to do is just right click on here, then you can put an insert dialog. Okay, then you can have a dialog ID like entry. Oh, sorry, dialog 1 entry. Okay, so because it is entry field. Okay, entry field. Then I will so I will add a class. I need to attach a class to this dialog class. So what I need to do is c entry DLG. Okay, so you can either derive it from C dialog or C dialog EX. What I will do is I will derive it from C dialog, C entry DLG. Okay, so then I just click the OK button. So there you will be able to automatically get generated dialog. What I need to do is I need to now invoke this in the view class. So what I need to do, so I will remove this thing FX message box from here. Then what I will do, I will put the dialog DLG. Okay, then dialog dot if dialog dot do model. Okay, equal to ID. Okay, so that's a standard ID which actually returns when you click on the OK button. Okay, so just put it here. So when you add the dialog, you can see a header file as well as a CPP file generated here automatically. Okay, with all the necessary code which is actually inserted by the wizard. So we need to include this header file, otherwise this is going to give you a syntax error. So in the view, you need to include this header file here. Include. So code means this header file will be inside the same folder. Okay, so that is what code means. Standard this sort of standard means it's actually in the standard directory. Okay, so let me run it again. So what it displays? Entry DLG include entry DLG dot h. Sorry, it actually created like C entry DLG dot h. The class name was C entry DLG dot h. Okay, so then try to run it. So it came. Now the dialog is coming. Okay, so what we will do is we will have the input box here now. Okay, so what we will do is we will first add a group box here. Okay, it's a standard way of grouping the things. So what I will do, then enter your name and address. Okay, so what I will do is enter your name and address. So what I will do is I will put a static text. Okay, then I will put an edit control like this. So I will make it horizontal. Okay, your name, where is that name, then edit box, edit name, then your address. Okay, so what I will just copy and paste it to save some time. Address, then put the caption as name to instead of name to we will put the address. Okay, so what I will do is now what I need to do is I need to add a variable to this. So m underscore str name. Okay, then not just a value. Next m underscore str name. Finish. Then I need to again put another one for the value m underscore str address. Okay, address. Okay, next, finish. Okay, so when you click on the OK button, what you need to do is you need to update this data in this edit box to the variable. So what I will do is I will put here before that update data. So what? True. Okay. So it will transfer the data from the control to the variable. So that's what update data true. It's actually displays. So when you take this thing, when the model dialog gets destroyed, this data will be needs to be transferred to the view variable. So what I need to do? So what I will do is I will create a variable in the view class. So for that thing, what I will do is I will put c string str m underscore str name. Then I will put c string m underscore str address. Okay, so what I will do is I will take it up here, then I will put here, then in the dialog I just assign the data from m underscore str name. Okay, then I will put the address as well, equal to dialog. Now m underscore str address. Now what we will do is we need to we need to display it in the screen. So for what thing we need to do, I'm just putting invalidate here. Invalidate means repaint the screen. Okay, so when you call invalidate, what it will do is it will automatically call, there's a method called onDraw. Okay, here it will automatically call a method onDraw where we can repaint that thing. So what we will do is we will enable this thing pdc, then we will just text out, the display what the name and address in a specific location. Let's say pdc dot, there is a method called text out. Okay, text out where we can put the x 100 and y value, let's say again 100. Then you can display underscore str name. Okay, then and maybe in the next one will be, let's say 300, where I will put the x as 300 and y as same along the same line. Then address I will put it here like this. Okay, so let's see what actually happens. Control F5, control execute the program like this. Okay, just a minute. I just put it Tom Pala. Okay, Pala, Kottayam, Kerala. Maybe Tom Thomas. Okay, Pala, Kottayam, Kerala. Okay, whatever. So this will be actually get displayed here because of this thing. Now what we need to do, we need to save this item. So normally what we normally do is we might be putting this name and address in the view class. So there is another way of doing another elegant way of doing this thing, but normally all these sort of data will be stored in the document class. So what we will do is we will cut this variable and then we will paste this thing in the document class. Okay, for that there's a purpose for that I will explain it later. So I will put this thing in the document class. Then what I will do, there's a pointer. There's a way to get the variables from the pointer, that is called get document. Okay, so in the view class, if you in the view class, there is a way to get the pointer like get document. Okay, so what we will do is we will get the document. There's a way to get the document pointer using there's a method called get document. So what we will do is we will get the document pointer like this, name and address example doc, then here the p doc. So okay, doc equal to get document, then using the document pointer we will assign it to the name. Okay, name, then we will assign it to the address. Okay, so the address, and again same thing you need to do it in the view class as well. So where if you see it, there might be they have already taken the document pointer here. That's because that is a standard way of doing things, name and retrieving and loading and saving the things. So they have already taken the document pointer. So I will do is what I'll put this thing as well. Okay, now what else we need to do to load and save the application? All we need to do is in the document. So what we will first run this thing as it is. Okay, so again give me Pala. Okay, again it displays. So now we need to save this document. For that thing there is already a mechanism available in the document class called serialize. Okay, like storing and saving, there's a method called storing and saving. So what we need to do is just save it like this. This is a serialization archival class, is actually used for saving and loading. So what we need to do is just archive object. Okay, then what we need to do, there is a name, okay, and address, and to load this thing just change the operator. Okay, like this. Okay, the rest of the code will be automatically done for you. You don't need to do any sort of loading from the file or saving from the file. All these things will be automatically taken care by this framework, SDA, name as SDA application, MFC application framework. So just try to run the application now. Control F5, then try to execute the application. Okay, or just try to local Windows debugger. Then you get it, Tom, Pala, KTS, Infotech, okay, or just KTS Infotech Pala. Okay, so what I will do is KTS Infotech Pala. So this is saved like this. So what I need to do is I need to save it now. So I might be saving let's say Tom. Okay, Tom dot whatever saved file, maybe txt or whatever. Okay, Tom dot txt. Then if you want, I can load it again. Let's see. Now nothing is there, so then just load it, Tom dot txt. So it will be displayed. Okay, likewise if you want Binu Pala, okay, then you save it. Sorry, it actually saved to Binu itself. So if you close it and again open it, it is open saved to the same file. Okay, Tom. Okay, so what I will do is I need to put the save as Tom KDS. Okay, then display it, then again save as, okay, Tom 1. Okay, save, again close it, then just try to open it again. So Tom 1. Okay, Then again, if I take Tom, it will display as below. Okay, fine. So two files, you can load it and save it. I hope I had given you enough information on how to display some contents in the screen, as well as display how to save and load the files. Maybe I can give you how to draw some line as well, so that will also give you quickly an idea about how to draw the line, so how to draw something on the screen. Okay, just maybe I can put something like PDC move to x1 y1. Let's say I'm putting it as 300, maybe 200, then 400, then just another one is line 2. Okay, just to show you how to draw a line, that's all, nothing more, nothing less. I will be deleting this thing, lighting 400, then 300, 400. Okay, just to give you a glimpse of what this is actually going to happen. See this, a line will be drawn. So just to make sure that you understood the concepts of displaying something on the screen, I'm just showing this thing. Okay, I feel that I had given you enough information with regards to SDI application. I will be back with another application, application like an animation application, where you will be able to generate simple animation application using the same SDI name and simple animation example using an SDI application and a multi-threaded feature. Okay, thank you.